Should we hear it, or do you want to talk about it? Hear it. James.
I was gonna cancel. Then I looked into the sky and knew the fabulous won't prevent the sun to shine. I was gonna cancel. Then took a step to realize all the disappointment that would trail behind. I was gonna cancel.
Yeah, that to me, that is like a Kylie song.
Okay.
That could be on Enjoy Yourself.
Yes.
The second record.
Yes.
You
know your stuff.
I know. I got the first two, and then I kind of lost interest for a few years.
But you're back. No, you're back.
I didn't really lose interest.
You just had a little hiatus.
You know Boots the Chemist?
Yes.
They used to sell stereo equipment. It was cheap. And I had a bright yellow Ghetto Blaster, and it had 2 decks. One had Kylie, one had Enjoy Yourself. We should switch between the two.
Really?
Yep.
That is
again,
amazing.
Ricky on the internet. Shut up. Yeah. So what's it about?
Okay, so I was going to cancel. Has a kind of embarrassing story. I had juicy. No. So I had 2 days in the studio with Pharrell, which was dream come true. Wanted to work with him for ages. First day, cool, got 1 song done. Second day, I'm just having a really bad day.
He's that quick? You got 1 song? Wow. You're
Yeah.
having a bad day the second day.
And so I'm having a bad day, and which is a whole other story. I won't bore you with that. But I was telling myself on the drive to the studio in Los Angeles, just keep it together, you're going to be fine. Just, you can fall to pieces at the end of the day, just stay cool. There's a number of people working there. Of course, the first person I see is Pharrell, who asks the innocent question, hey, how are you?
Yeah? And you say...
Well, I just burst into tears and was a kind of blubbering wreck. So Pharrell was cool, because he is cool, and talked me through that, and we had a little heart-to-heart on the step.
Yeah.
And he wrote I Was Gonna Cancel, which is the most positive, uplifting song on my album.
Yeah.
Because I did feel like cancelling, but I didn't. I turned up to work because, frankly, one shouldn't cancel a day in the studio with Pharrell anyway. But it wasn't what I would have liked to think one of my days in the studio with him would have been. But as it turned out, it was a very sweet, genuine moment, and he turned it into something amazing.
But in general, do you feel more, do you think you work better under a little bit of pressure and from a place of a bit of jeopardy? Do you think you work better like that when it's... when I said I wasn't prepared for this, you said
I said you're good in the last minute.
Yeah, and then you said you were as well. So is that true?
Yeah, I think so. But I still didn't, that wasn't my most shiny moment. Like patchy.
Well, it worked.
Patchy, couldn't sing very well.
Sometimes people have to see it at the worst to bring out the best in you, though.
Yeah. Well, the studio can do that. As you know, you have to, if you want to do something great, open yourself up to making a fool of yourself and
you can't worry about what people
soul.
are going to think of you when you're trying to, write something honest, because generally honesty is a bit embarrassing.
Yeah.
And
well, I was honest, and it was a bit embarrassing, but it turned into something great.
It did. I love it, and it does remind me of you and me sat in front of my yellow Boots the Chemist stereo.
Please tell me you're going to find a photograph of that.
Okay, I will
I'm going to call your mum. Right, you go through that photo album.
Mum.
No, Mum. Seriously.
I'm getting back on track now, away from my mum and my Kylie photos on my wall. So the album's called Kiss Me Once. There is a song on the record called Kiss Me Once.
There is.
And James is going to play it for us now.
James? Okay, this song...
I didn't even ask a question.
No, because it just
good
excites me so much. It really, really does.
Carry on. It's really putting me off. Someone's got the same rucksack as me, and I keep thinking I've got my bag. Anyway, carry on. Carry on.
Do you want to check it's not your bag?
Well, I'm a bit worried.
I don't know what
Is that my
security's
bag?
like around here.
Kiss Me Once.
Kiss me once.
Inspiration.
This is another Sia song.
Right.
Sia song,
See a song.
yes.
I like it.
And it makes me feel like it's old school Kylie.
But the whole record does.
There's some of it throughout, which was good.
Yeah.
Going back to big, strong melodies and
But you know,
bells.
Kiss Me Once, obviously it was an important song because you took that over to the album title.
Yeah.
Why?
It's 3 reasons. It sounds good.
It does.
It's KMO, and I'm KM, so I thought there was a nice synergy. And because so much of my where I was at making this album was a big time of change, changing management, signing with Rock Nation management, doing things quite differently without the safety net of what I'd been used to for 25 years. So it felt like new beginnings, new era, essentially doing the same thing, but with a different light shone on it. That's the beginning of something new. It's the first kiss that you don't know where it's going to take you.
Oh, I get
You know,
it.
it's like a...
I like it.
It's exciting and it's scary and it's sexy and it's a number of things. So it made perfect sense to and I thought we could do a good album cover.
No, I think it's a great title.
That was the missing 4th reason.
I love it. No, it's a really good title, and as you say, it feels like the beginning of something. And sometimes you do need shake-ups in
Yeah.
order to remind yourself
Yeah.
of what you want to do.
Yeah. And I had an epiphany,
Yeah.
a true epiphany. I don't know. Anyone had an epiphany?
I had one
They're
just
quite,
before.
but they're quite rare.
I had one just before I came out.
You did not.
Oh, epiphany. Sorry. Something else. Sorry.
An epiphany.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. It's like it's something the way you go. Oh, what have I been doing?
Well,
Because that's what I.
it
Sorry,
was just
I'm not
this
talking about
huge
me.
realization that I needed to, because I'd been celebrating 25 years in biz. In 2012, we branded it K25, and we're doing lots of things for fans throughout the year. And sometime towards the end of that year is when I had my epiphany, and I literally, my vision was a horizon with nothing on it, just nothing. And this calmness came over me. I thought, I know what I need to do. It must have been kind of bubbling around for a while,
Yeah.
but I just thought, I need to change. I need to do things differently, and that made for an exciting but a challenging year. And actually, it's one of the reasons that I signed on to The Voice, because I thought I don't want to do the same thing round and round and round and become like a parody of myself. And I was just hungry for new experiences, so
No,
The
it's
Voice
cool.
was one of those
And
things.
also it reflects in Into the Blue as well. It's the same kind of vibe.
Yeah, it's about moving forward, recognizing where you've been, good and bad, and wanting to go into the future with some abandon, some kind of, you know, I'm going into, well, not quite, but like going towards the second half of my life, and I wanted to feel kind of reinvigorated.
No, it's really good to think that the thing that you know, it's really good to feel like you haven't achieved what you want to achieve yet, and that you can. It's not, you know, you're not just settling. You're going more.
Yeah,
And
yeah. But more being realistic about where I've been.
Yeah.
I spent New Year's Eve on my own.
Did you?
This is not a sad thing. This was one of the best New Year's Eves I've had. The previous New Year's Eve was I was the creative ambassador for the fireworks in Sydney.
Yeah.
So
That's the
you know,
biggest it can
Sydney
be.
always
Yeah.
does amazing fireworks. So that couldn't have been bigger. It was
So
the
you were
end
the
of
biggest,
K25.
you were the creative ambassador for the biggest New Year's Eve celebration on the
Right.
planet.
So it made sense. The next New Year's Eve, which was the last one, I having had such a tumultuous year, I stayed home alone, and I felt totally rock and roll because I wasn't pulled to any party or, you know, have to go out because that's what you do on New Year's Eve. And I just again was trying to stay true to this this big moment. I had this epiphany moment where to stop and be calm. And so I just reflected on 2013 and wanted to just be calm with myself about 2014. Just to reiterate, it's about going forward.
Obviously, you've got many, many fans. More than we could fit in a room. That's quite a lot. And so there's millions of people at home who want to ask you questions.
Yes.
And I've been scouring the internet for these. I've wheeled out the bad questions, the awkward questions, the ones that are going to make you hit me, which has just left 4 questions. No. I've got some questions here from people who've on Facebook and have sent them in, emailed them in and stuff like that. So, Kelly would like to know, will you be touring soon? And will you be coming to Belfast? We love you here.
Yes, I am touring soon, most likely before the end of the year.
Cool.
Dates and venues TBC, but obviously I'm going to try and get everywhere.
They could probably check out your Facebook page.
Yes, they could. They could. Details will be posted
I hate it when
there.
people ask me when we're touring, because I don't really pay any attention. I just get on the bus and get pushed, because they don't start without me.
Well, there you go. You're the definition of rock and roll.
Thank you. Mateus, wow, that's a good name. I'll just call him Mateus. How would you describe Kiss Me Once musically and visually?
Oh boy. Musically, well, there's a little bit of old school Kylie through there, as we've been talking about.
I know.
Bells. It's still dance pop, but there's a little bit of sexy thrown in.
I like it. And visually, it is quite sexy.
That's how I go fishing.
That's how you go fishing.
Trawling. Trawling for pop hits.
Trawling through the nightclubs of Sydney. Who's your favourite? This is Ricky from Leeds. Who's your favourite favourite coach, apart from yourself on The Voice?
Oh, well, that's a really hard decision, but if I confide in you, if no one else is listening, it's got to be Ricky Wilson.
I think so. Yeah, this was none of them Ricky. No, this is Beth. Who inspired you most growing up as a kid?
As a kid,
It doesn't have to be someone famous.
it was someone famous.
That's fine.
The first person that I really was quite obsessed with was, of course, Olivia Newton-John in Greece. I must have been 8, and you know, I was the same as every other kid, and I wanted to be Sandy.
Did you want to be Sandy post or pre-makeover at the end?
Both.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both.
I
think that's
before.
Right. Hopelessly.
Yeah. I watched it the other day.
Did you?
Still don't understand why the car flies off at the end. It undermines the truth of the rest of the whole thing. But okay, Olivia Newton-John.
So Olivia Newton-John, around about the same time, I would listen to my parents' record collection. So I would sing Donna Summer, Bad Girls a lot. We didn't know what I was singing about, but and the Beatles, the Stones.
Singing before acting.
Was I?
No, but that was, you know, your first kind of this. I want to be a performer.
Yeah, singing.
That's cool. And who inspires you now? Celebrity coach friends?
Yeah, rock and roll gods.
Thanks.
You know, the ones that leap around the stage
It's a
and
tough
always
question.
go up to the camera.
Okay, that's my shtick. I know.
No, but you're such a great performer. I'm inspired by.
All right, you're embarrassing me now. Okay, Ron wants to know. Ron Greenfield wants to know. Well, I'm glad I chose you, Ron. What do you look for in a man?
Oh, what do I look for? Charisma.
You're a bit,
Tick. Humor. Tick.
uh,
Oh, you're very funny.
someone called Ron.
Someone
Tick.
called Ron. Tick. I guess someone who, and also someone who can kind of cope with my kind of crazy lifestyle.
Someone that can cope with you.
Right. I don't think I'm that difficult, but, you know, the capital letter Kylie is...
Okay.
You've got to somehow cope with all of that as well.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I can cope pretty well. Sam would like to know, if you were granted one wish, what would it be? It's a hard one.
I didn't know it was going to be this difficult.
Well, no,
One
I
wish,
mean, they're not my questions.
do you know what your wish would be?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, if I had one wish, it would, it'd be something really, oh, I don't know.
Okay, I've got it.
Oh,
I just needed some thinking time.
okay, so you deferred to me.
Right. Yeah,
The
good,
first thing that
I'm
popped
in.
into my head was, I'd like to eat what I want when I want.
There you go. There you go.
That's it.
What would you like right now? Some crisps?
Anything.
Anything?
Just lots of
Anything
it.
that's banned.
Yeah, bad food. If bad food was good for you.
I would say to spend more time with my family.
That is a good pop star wish.
Okay, but it's kind of impossible because to achieve what I want to achieve
Yeah.
in my career, it's taking a lot of time. So
There was another question.
I hang on to the thought that I'm going to see my family
See,
soon.
Svetlana, I think that's how you say it. This is one that I thought was a really weird question because it was like, what is more important to you, career or private life? Because you can't separate them. I know private life's more important, but also...
What you have to try and find is the sweet spot, which is quite difficult to find the harmony and balance between what you do and putting yourself out there and connecting with the world. Sadly, you can't just decide when to have it on and off. So my place of respite or my safety zone is really just being with my family and being home.
That's cool. But also
But then I also feel at home on stage.
And there's an element of your private life is what informs everything you do in your,
It's a merry dance.
It is a merry dance, but it leads us nicely onto a question from Federico, who wants to know, what's your favourite place in the world? Now that's a difficult question. Mine's my downstairs toilet. That's right, downstairs toilet.
Downstairs. It's our family.
Wherever family
home.
is.
Kind of, but we have a place, like a country place. It's really peaceful, very private, and I don't quite feel like I'm 16 again when I'm there. I don't kind of go. It's not a family home we had when I was a teenager.
Right.
It's a recent place, but it's just it reconnects me with nature. I'm back in Australia, so yeah, I think that's my favourite place at the moment.
Cool. What's so Lucy Fenner? What else? This is again. They're really good questions. She'd like to know, Lucy, if I can find it. What else would you like to do in your life and career that you said no to in the past?
I'm doing it with you on The Voice.
The Voice, of course. Yeah, and it was a big decision.
It was a huge decision.
Yeah, but I'm glad you made it because I'm glad you made it because I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone else because you've made it a joy, like you make everyone's life a joy. And I'm sure they want to give you a large round of applause.
Aww.
Go on, more.
Thank you.
Kylie.
Ricky.
Thank you very much for being with us today and sharing so many insights into your
sit on
new
your lap.
record. Oh, hello, crikey. Don't let Leslie see this. It's on the internet.
Leslie's my buddy. We're cool.
She's cool. She knows that she knows. So, say loud and proud, when is your album out?
March 17th. Everybody,
And,
March fast approaching. I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'll be there at the record store in the morning with my voucher.
I'm not sure if it's available on cassette. I'm not sure if you'll be able to play it in
my
your
Boots
yellow
system, yeah.
Boots
But
boombox.
keep an eye on Kylie's Facebook page to see any updates about when she's touring, etc. And until next time, thanks for watching the internet, and we'll see you. We'll see you soon.
Can you give a round of applause to Ricky Wilson?
No. Kylie Minogue.
Oh, nice.
Now I'm showing off my
They
pants.
don't do that.
Thanks very much, guys.